Hello everybody, welcome to a new Mango video, or Mango stream. I am playing Dredge. Dredge is a very old mechanic, has been part of Modern forever. Instead of drawing a card, you mill your deck, and then you have plenty of ways to exploit the graveyard and cast things for free. For example, Creeping Chill, which deals 3 damage, gains 3 life. For example, Narcomoeba, which immediately comes into play. Or for example, Prized Amalgam, that comes back into play whenever a creature enters the battlefield from the graveyard. And you have this quote-unquote new technology, which is Silversmote Ghoul, that comes into play at the end of turn if you have gained 3 life. And how do you gain life? Well, with Creeping Chill for starters, or with Smiting Helix. The deck also plays a Prismatic Ending in the main deck already. This is mostly to deal with, everything, but also a very much played card in Sanctifying deck that some people even play in the main deck. But I want to say that this is mostly like a catch-all card already from the main that most likely is going to be sideboarded in. I've also managed to answer like Leyline of the Void with this card in paper once. So thank you to your Rainbow Mana Base, Spirebluff Canal, Inspiring Vantage, and all these other things. Thank you, Digital Limit. Appreciate the 20 months of sub. Thank you so much. Well, you have many ways to start dredging a lot with Cathartic Reunion and Theoretic Discovery. And you also have this new card, Otherworldly Gaze, which both puts your dredgers in your graveyard for your draw step, as well as digs deeper for Cathartic Reunion and Thrilling Discovery. And then, of course, you have Ox of Agonas to do that. In the sub, we have Gemstone Caverns, a very cool card that's going to come in every time we're on the draw. Really cool. Thrilling also gains life for the skeleton, you say. Yeah, but this only gains 2 life. The skeleton requires you to gain 3. Unfortunately, this deck cannot gain 1 life. So, this doesn't work. The mana base is very weird. You have 4 Mana Confluence, 4 Cedar Breast, 3 Gemstone Mine. 4 Blackcleave Cliffs, Inspiring Vantage, 2 Spirebluff Canal. You don't have any more of the Fetchland Shockland mana base. The Cyber, you also have some discs as well, Thoughtseize and Inquisition, as well as some ways to deal with annoying artifacts like Amulet of Vigor, or enchantment like Urza's Saga, or Dread of Elysian Grove. You have a couple of ley lines against Swoga Lantern and Thoughtseize decks, and you have Prismatic Ending for the various graveyard hate pieces like Sanctify and back, or Rest in Pepegas. Okay, so this is the deck. Let's hop into a Modern League. Let me change the. You can find the deck. The Carbolive app is in fact working, and if you're watching from YouTube, you can find the link, the deck list, and the descriptions as always. Okay, let me change the stream title to Modern Dredge. New cards in this deck is Smiting Helix. I've definitely never seen this card before. You don't have Conflagrate anymore, which is very strange to me since Conflagrate used to be this card I was always looking forward to whenever I was dredging. But I like to just pilot new lists, and this list made the 12th place of the challenge this weekend. Not that it is an amazing result, but still. New card, that's good. How does this deck beat Blood Moon? You don't really cast many cards in this deck. Blood Moon comes into play very late, hopefully by the time you're good. Okay, and the sick. Let's keep. Wow, players play Gerudo Doom of Depths. They might be memeing more than us. Let's go. Of course, drawing Narcomoeba is terrible. Just like every deck that plays Narcomoeba. Is this a better version of the former Dredge? Yeah, former Dredge used to play Fetchland Loam. I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely don't have the result to say what's better or worse, but alright. So let's go Otherworldly Gaze end of turn. Put any of those cards in your graveyard and some of them on top of your library. I think I want to just bottom graveyard all of these actually here. Yeah, this is very good that I found the Stinkweed Imp. So put any of these in your graveyard. Yeah, I'm just clicking them all here. Do I want to draw? No, I'm gonna just click them all because I'm gonna draw step mill 5. So draw step mill 5, and now let's go City of Brass. I can add black with this and red with this. Okay, and to play Cathartic Reunion. Discarding Stinkweed Imp and Golgari Thug. And now let's dredge. We dredge 5, 4, 4. We found 2 Narcomoebas and 1 Creeping Chill. We don't have any Smoldering Ghoul. So, and not even any Prized Amalgam. Not a very amazing mill 20, but it is what it is. We have another Stinkweed Imp for later, and we're just passing the turn for now. Okay, let's see. They can only cast 2 drops in that deck, or zero is even 0 drop they can cast, thanks to Geruda. Next turn I have another Cathartic Reunion. Sivan Caryatid. Okay. That's a pioneer strategy, Sivan Caryatid Geruda. Let's mill 5. And let's go at it again. Let's add black. And let's add red. Let's play Cathartic Reunion. Discarding Stinkweed Imp, Stinkweed Imp. And now let's dredge 5, 5, 5. Creeping Chill, trigger. Draining my opponent for 3 and for 3. Then I'm gonna trigger the Silversmote Ghoul, which is going to trigger the Prized Amalgam. But until then, I'm only attacking with my Narcomoebas and passing the turn. I save a click, but I also lose an additional life because City of Brass loses time every time it gets tapped, whereas Mystic Confluence, Mana Confluence only adds mana if you only lose life if you get the mana. My opponent played a Witherbloom Command. And what else did I do? They drain me, and they play Sakura Tribe Elder. I have 2 Prized Amalgam, EOT. And what do I want to do now? I have Ox of Agonas to dredge the last Creeping Chill. So they block this, they take 3, 6, 8, and 1 Creeping Chill should do it. So I'm just... oh, I also have a Smiting Helix. Yeah, let's dredge 5. And now I am attacking with everybody. I have 7 cards left in my deck. And then I'm going to burn them out with Smiting Helix. It used to have Conflagrate, which of course also blows them out. Mills them out. Yeah. Okay, so they're on 3, and I'll play Smiting Helix. Adding white and red. Alright. That's a turn 4 kill. Cool. It's pretty, how do you say, solitary game. What am I expecting by my opponent? Well, I might expect Tormund Script, maybe. I'm on the draw, so I bring in the Gemstone Caverns, taking out probably just like 2 lands and 1 spell. Bring in Prismatic Ending. So I have to cut 5 cards. I'm gonna cut the Darkblasts. No, maybe. Let's just trim one of each when playing this deck. Let me know Darkblast. Yeah, this list is only playing 10 Dredgers, which aren't very many. I used to play Life from the Loam at least. How do you deal with Black Leyline? You have Prismatic Ending. Should I also bring in Revelation? Yeah, okay. I'm not gonna cut any Darkblast because I don't play that many treasures to do that. I'm gonna cut 2 lands. What are they going to be? Maybe Spirebluff Canal for 2. Yeah. Let's go. Point is Leyline for sure. Yeah. For sure. I agree. Well, Prismatic Ending deals with that. Yeah, Gemstone Cavern is a strange card, but it might work. And I'm definitely bringing this in on the draw. Alright, go refill my water. I'll be back in a second. Okay. I think I'm keeping this hand. Alright, I don't have Leyline. That's good. Sorry, Witch's Cottage. Okay. Having those kind of lands is obviously very harmless. The Mana Confluence, Mystic Confluence, and Seed of Brass are harmful for sure. Painful, sorry, but the... Ooh, Doughty Voidwalker. That's an excellent card. I think I'm going Cathartic Reunion since I need to find my... Prismatic Ending. Look, when I find it, what do I do? Not sure. Maybe I can Arcast Ox of Agonas. I think I have to go Cathartic Reunion. Discarding Prized Amalgam and Golgari Thug. Because I want 5 lands to cast the Ox on turn 5 if I find an answer to this. Okay. This one can also dig. And now because of Doughty Voidwalker, all my cards are exiled. And this thing has shadow, so I'm not able to block it. I don't think that just simply casting my Silversmote Ghoul brings me anywhere. I'm just going to one-shot this Otherworldly Gaze end of turn. And then who knows? Why is the card a 3-2? I mean, it doesn't see much play, so it's better that's a 3-2. Dread Presence. Sure. Let's play the Gaze. There it is. That's a Prismatic Ending. So put any of these in your graveyard. I'll put these two in my graveyard. And the ending on top. Howling Gruel yesterday. I didn't play it. I didn't have time to play it. Let me go Gemstone Mine. Oh, sorry. I don't need to spend the mana from Gemstone Mine. Let's exile the Doughty White Walker. Pass. Yeah, I could have done this in upkeep, but then if I draw like a Cathartic Reunion, I think I'll leave it on top. If I draw a Cathartic Reunion or a Thrilling Discovery, I would leave the card on top, so I would need 4 mana. I really don't think that casting this thing gets me anywhere. Next turn I'm gonna go Ox of Agonas, and hopefully there's a plan. Hope they go Urborg, so I don't have to pay one life. I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh wow, couple coffers. This card has so much mana. Alright. Cabal Coffers. Okay, they had 4 mana with the Cabal Coffers. I guess this didn't really matter exactly. Should crack Sakura. Not you, do you? Okay. I'll draw. Ooh, very good draw. Okay then, let's go. This is my exile zone, who cares? And this is my graveyard zone. So let's go red and white. Thrilling Discovery. Discarding. Yes, of course. Imp and Ox. Well, let's dredge the Imp. Let's dredge the Imp. Now let's dredge the Thug. Okay. Now I can go Lend. And I can go red. Okay. And red. Ox. Discarding, exiling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's thing go to yield. Now I discard my hand. And dredge. 5. 5. 4 or 3. Let's do 4. I do have another Cripping Chill in my deck. Although Darkblast, I guess I can cast it. Let's do 4. Okay. And now I'll F6 through my turn. So the Cripping Chill will drain him for 9. The Narcomoebas will come into play, trigger Prized Amalgam, and end of turn I'm gonna trigger the Silversmote Ghoul. Alright. So this is my board state. I milled down to 45 cards. This was definitely a good turn considering I got no graveyard going into this turn. And let's see if my opponent can kill me now with their Geruda. If they don't, well, I don't have Conflagrate in this deck. What you did here? Oh, cool. You killed my gold. What's in the Exile Zone? In the Exile Zone, I have one Prized Amalgam. Alright. Opponent will also mill my deck with Geruda. Oh wow, they cast Archon of Cruelty. Okay. I'll discard. I'll sacrifice. So opponent casts Archon of Cruelty. Do I have Smiting Helix? I sideboard it out. How can I deal my opponent lethal? I don't think I can. I might as well just sacrifice a Prized Amalgam here, because it's coming back. I guess I can attack with them next turn. Yeah, I should probably just sacrifice a Narcomoeba. I mean, I could see why Conflagrate isn't good if you don't put Loam in your deck. They have 3 cards in their hand. And they pass. Okay. I have 15 cards. I'd have to kind of be worried about... Alright, let me attack with these guys. Okay. 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 I have 1 Cripping Chill left in my deck, and I don't even mind drawing it because I have the lands. And you play a Census Trophy on this. Okay. Now let me check my deck just to make sure. I have 2 Prismatic Ending, Rare Revelation, 2 Narcomoeba, Golgari Thug, Darkblast, Cripping Chill. Okay. I think now I'm going to cast the Stinkweed Imp. And I'm going to cast the Ox of Agonas. And I'm only drawing 3. I'm not dredging anymore. Done. I'm dredging 0 now. Cancel. And I pass. 1 Prized Amalgam comes back. Yeah, no basics in the deck. I played the Stinkweed Imp purposely to block the Archon of Cruelty if they attacked. I also milled an Narcomoeba. I have 7 cards in my deck. If they cast Geruda, I go to 3. If they cast 2 Geruda, I die. Okay, they cast Geruda, so I go to 3 cards in my deck. And they reanimate Dread Presence. Okay. Attack me with the Archon. What do I sacrifice? And they probably have Persist in their hand. I think I'm going to take 6 here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take 6 here. Is there a way for me to reanimate anything? No, I don't think so. If I take 6... yeah, I think they have a persist. Otherwise, they would never attack into the Stinkweed Imp. And persist, yeah, doesn't reanimate. Only reanimates Soothing Carotid. Okay, they play a Swamp, which is gonna make them drain me for 4. Yep. Yeah, I think I got outgrinded. I think I got successfully outgrinded by my opponent. Oh, can you make me draw? No. Yeah, okay. I don't think I have any outs at this point. Good game. Let's go game 3. I think I'll take out the where is it? Revelation. I think I want the Thoughtseize back. I'm taking out the Gemstone Cavern as well because I'm on the play now. I'll have a couple of Thoughtseize. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. Let's go. Low line for Argon Effect? No. Sorry, the Archon is fine. So you think I should have more of this? Okay. Yeah, I could see having 4 Prized Amalgam. What format, Mark? This is Modern. I don't want to cut Darkblast. I only have 10 Dredgers. I used to play 12 Dredgers when I played Dredge. Okay, this end is very good. I'll bottom a land here. I have Thoughtseize for the what's it called? Dotu Voidwalker. Okay, the mulligan to 6. Success Trophy, Brutality, Brutality, City Wayfinder. The title, have you refreshed? I think I'm taking a Census Trophy because, yeah, this card is like a twin of Indicate against me. Opponent has, I don't know, a Green Black Druid deck, kind of a brew. Okay, let's go with Cathartic Reunion, discarding Dredger. And now start. Dredge 5, Dredge 3, and that's it. Draw card. Oh, very good at the end. Okay, so I have 2 Crippin' Chills and a Narcomoeba. That's okay. Very important that I killed the land, that I discarded that, because if they kill my land, here is a disaster. I mean, if they Assassin's Trophy my land, I don't have mana anymore. I die. Okay, they revealed Yavimaya and Urborg. Upkeep. I might want to go... No, let's draw a card. Red. And red. Cathartic Reunion, discarding 2 imps. Dredge 5. Dredge 5. Dredge 3. None of my Prized Amalgam. Okay. Tough one. Cathartic Pyre. Okay, let's see what they do there. They have Collective Brutality, but I don't really have much to discard at this point. I'll put a jacket on, it's a little bit cold. Okay, they killed my Narcomoeba and they duressed me. But they discarded a Darkblast. Okay. Yeah, no Dredge 6 in this format. Okay, draw step. Dredge 5. Main phase. I'll be adding red mana, and this is why I kept Sideboard and Mana Confluence over Gemstone Mine. Gemstone Mine dies after 3 turns, whereas these lands are forever. Okay, let's get the Ox of Agonas down. I could probably F6 too. Let's dredge. I have 25 cards in my deck. Do I care? Nah, I'm just milling 15 here. 5, 5, 5. Alright. I have 10 cards in my deck. And this guy's into play. Alright. 4 of these, Silversmote Ghoul, 3 Amoebas, 1 Ox, with 10 cards in the deck. Devastator Wayfinder. And I think we get him. But this classic dredge, honestly, Graveyard 8, you win probably. No Graveyard 8, I win probably. Of course, there's decks that maybe Goldfish a little bit faster than us, so they can win even without Graveyard 8. But in general, Graveyard 8 is the way to beat this deck. And the lack of so is really, I don't know, it's really hard to win with the lack of Graveyard 8. I don't have Smiting Helix, nor I have interest in casting any spell. Okay. First match is in the book. Who's better matchup between Storm and Dredge? Yeah, exactly. That's the type of question. It depends whoever goes first, whoever goes faster. This is why you see the Thoughtseize in the side, because against the fast combo decks, you actually need interaction because you are a goldfish on turn 4. You win on turn 4. You don't win on turn 3. Whereas some combo decks win on turn 3. Like in the previous league, I played Upso spells, and Upso spells win the game on. We won plenty of games on turn 3. We don't even have a graveyard 8. So in the mirror match, strange. This Dredge used to play Leyline to avoid for the mirror match, but I guess Dredge is an all-time low. Okay, let's go. Jabu 88. On the draw. Okay, excellent hand. I'll bottom Narcomoeba, although you can cast Narcomoeba. But having a because this deck doesn't shuffle. So once you put the Narcomoeba at the bottom, it stays there. I think I'll put a Grip and Chill at the bottom. Yeah, you can cast Narcomoeba. Actually, this hand doesn't have a Dredger, which is a big deal. How did those spells do? We went 2-3. Okay, Barenton Forge Tender. In the main deck. Ooh, very draw. This must be the Hammer deck. Hammer is an interesting matchup. Because same, like they can win on turn 3. But I could put some blockers on turn 2. I love blowing up lands. It's fun. Sigarda's 8. Do they have the Hammer? They do. Okay. Let's go. Thrilling Discovery. Yes. Discarding 1 and 2. Dredge 5. Okay. Not dead. I'll get Silversmote Ghoul in play. And then I'll get a Prized Amalgam in play. And I'm not dead because this one gained me 2 life. Okay, Stoneforge Mystic kills me. Because they go get another hammer and keep it to the Barenton. So yeah, pretty straightforward turn 3 kill for the Hammer deck. Alright, I'll have Prismatic Ending for copies since that deck plays with the Sanctifier deck. I have Ray of Revelation as well. Do I want Ancient Grudge? I guess. I might want a copy. A couple, I mean. Yeah, I think I can trim a little bit like this. Alright. Take a bathroom break and be back in a minute. When you think of the Uvu Hammer list, I think that not playing Lurs in Hammer is a very big mistake. But I'm not a Hammer player. And I never will. Okay. Are you supposed to keep those kinds of hands? That's an interesting question. I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep them. Otherworldly Gaze isn't exactly like a cathartic, as good as a Cathartic Reunion, but it certainly like gives you access to that, the Cathartic Reunion, or even Graveyard 8. Anti-Graveyard 8, let's say. Okay, so I can put this in the graveyard, and this in the graveyard, this on top. I'll drain you for 3, and then I'll go draw that. I'll go Plains, okay, Mountain, Thrilling Discovery. You draw a card, and I discard these. And we'll have to go Sanctify back. Hopefully I put enough things in play now that it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, I don't put anything in play. Only a 1/1. Maybe I was supposed to keep the Crippling Chill on top to drain Silversmote Ghoul, but that seems weird. Hello, Professor. Dredge was your first modern deck. Alright. You didn't have a... Oh yeah, the Goaler is a Saga, so that means no Sanctify back this turn. But Stoneforge Mystic instead. Okay. Good morning, Jack. Good morning. My graveyard is terrible at the moment. I don't even have a treasure. I don't have anything to do. Huh. I guess I'm destroying a card. I'm gonna go Rare Revelation on the Urza Saga. Paying a green. And also paying the Esper Sentinel tax. Yeah, why not? I pass. Yeah. I mean, once again, a big problem of Gemstone Cavern is that Gemstone Mine is that it dies. Okay, maybe they don't have lands. What given did you find? A hammer. Okay. Okay, they don't have lands. That's good to know. Ooh, I drew a Darkblast. That's not bad. It's a good draw. I'll go to 10. Sorry, to 20, I mean. And then end of turn, I'm going to Darkblast and Esper Sentinel and not paying for the tax. Actually, I think I want to go to end step so that you can't make a land drop. And you just draw 3 cards. But then you'll have to discard 3 cards. Of course, you know, still, Ideas Unbound for free, it's good. But if I do the main phase, they can get a land drop down. So I took discard 3 cards now. I can dredge the Darkblast. And I think I will. Okay, nice. I got Narcomoeba and Prized Amalgam. That's good. And I get a Prized Amalgam into play now. I'm still waiting on this Darkblast end of turn. Alright, I found a land. Is this a Sanctifier back? This is. Okay. And 6 cards, end of turn, I'm going to Darkblast this guy. And yeah, you draw 2 and I move on. This will go exile. Okay, I'm attacking with these down to 10. The arena open, I think, is alchemy, but I might be wrong. Do I want to play another Narcomoeba, or do I want to play Stinkweed Imp? If I play Stinkweed Imp, it dies, but I guess I don't mind if this Gemstone Mine dies, honestly. Pawn is on 10. With a hammer in their hand. Sigarda's Aid, and they have hammer. The hammer drops on the Sanctifier and back. And then another one drops. Okay, I'll lose the game. Alright, good game. That's fine. This card is hard to deal with, and I don't expect it to beat it if I don't draw my Prismatic Ending. One more right, let's go. Join match. Round number 3 with Dredge. I think I'm gonna keep this hand. Otherworldly Gaze will help me get a second land drop. And then the rest is perfect. I'm going to upkeep Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. I'll put the Narcomoeba in the graveyard, and I think I want to draw both of these lands. Maybe not, actually. One is enough. Yeah, because I only draw a land and start casting this. Okay, and the Narcomoeba comes in. Yes. Oh, what match we had the other day? Why no flashback on the gaze? When? Ooh, Mystic. Ooh, Spreading Seas might have been the reason why I was supposed to keep another Confluence, I guess. Alright, let's go. Cathartic Reunion, discarding Thug and Thug. Let's Dredge. 4, 4, 4. Wow, I have dredged a lot of Prized Amalgam, which will all come into play on turn 2 of the game. Attack and pass. Alright. Good game. Eat poof. So we have a very nice board state on turn 2. We have an Ox of Agonas that I can't cast. I can't cast many things at the moment, but hopefully what I have in play is good enough. against my Island Kaihira opponent. Alright, do I want to do this in upkeep? I think so. I kind of want to draw a land for my Ox of Agonas. My grid is literally all bad if I don't draw a mountain. Nice. There are a lot of mountains. I'm going to put these in the graveyard, but I'm going to keep this around so that if my opponent has another Spreading Seas, I can still cast the Ox. Okay, there goes Solitude, pitching Prismatic Ending. It's Archcrypt? No, in paper? No, it's fine. These decks are much easier to play in paper than online, trust me. In paper, you just pull out the cards and you know exactly what you have because you can separate the piles. Here it's all like lined up. Okay, yeah, Spreading Seas. That's good. We have an additional mountain on top of our deck. I think I'm gonna go Prismatic Ending first. Here. And if they counter does, okay. And then I can play Ox of Agonas. Or Thrilling Discovery. I guess I can play Thrilling Discovery first. Because the Ox discards my hand, so might as well play Thrill first. And I guess they can go Dovin's Veto on this. Alright. Okay. Let's take the Supreme Verdict now. Yeah, exactly. You can like Goldfish and practice much better in paper. Alright. Playing against Control. Do I want many Gemstone Caverns against Control? Yeah, I think they're great. I'll take out Gemstone Mines. I hate Gemstone Mines. Do I want Prismatic Ending? Well, I don't know if Control deck plays Rest in Peace. Maybe not anymore. Sideboarding this 6. Taking out this 6. This 7. Cripping Chill used to be a cut against Uvu Control. But I guess in the past. But I guess you had the Loam thing to grind them. Narcomoeba not amazing either. But I guess you do need more ways to trigger this. Bloodghast used to be very good against that deck. I'm afraid that I am bringing in too many things that aren't good, but I think this might work. We'll see. Maybe 3 Gemstone Caverns is too many. In this matchup. ADHD players? What does that mean, Professor? Darkblast is bad. I can't take it out. I only play 8 Dredgers in this list. Sorry, 10 Dredges in his list. Yeah, Otherworldly Gaze has been amazing so far. I was able to keep one landers with it, which you weren't able to ever do that with Dredge before. With Dredge before, you had to mulligan until you had 2 lands. Okay. Otherworldly Gaze also helps you finding anti-graveyard 8 cards, like Prismatic Ending. My opponent is mulliganing into 4 cards. 4 cards is very little cards. Fetchless Dredge. Yeah, Fetchless Dredge, you could call it. Okay, they go Misty Rainforest, go to mulligan to 4. So I'm expecting Rest in Peace now. For which we do have answers. With the 4 copies of Prismatic Ending. But they don't do it. I'll play Otherworldly Gaze. This isn't the graveyard. And I guess the rest could stay in hand. Yeah. Top. Trigger. Yes. Boom. Draw. I'm gonna cast a 3-link Discovery. Let's see if it resolves. They have mulligan to 4. Do they have a counter spell? If they do, that's okay. We have another one on top. That's why I kept the second one around. Dovin's Veto. Okay. And I'll attack. If that would have resolved, I would have drawn the Prismatic Ending and then Dredge afterwards. Okay. So I draw the ending. And I play another Thrilling Discovery, hoping this one resolves. It does. Let's Dredge 5. That's it. Okay. I'll play land for turn. There is a Prized Amalgam. I guess I'm gonna put a stop in their second main so I can go over Otherworldly Gaze. And if I mill an Narcomoeba, I'm able to reanimate the Prized Amalgam at the end of their turn. This was a play you used to do with the Shriek Horde. They have 2 cards in hand only. So second main, I'll play this Otherworldly Gaze. Find the Thug, so I'll put the Thug in the graveyard for sure. And I guess also the Gaze. I do want I want to Dredge here or just draw land? I'm kind of a big fan of drawing a land here. Yep. Not dredging. Attack. And then I can go, land, Ox of Agonas. Do I want to delve all this Otherworldly Gaze? That's weird. 1 second then. Let's do cancel. Maybe I want to cast an Otherworldly Gaze first. Because this could have more... Yeah, this seems better. So let's cast an Otherworldly Gaze first. Okay. And I'll put all of these in the graveyard. And now I can cast an Ox of Agonas. And I can have more stuff. And I can leave more stuff in the graveyard that I wanted to keep. So I'm leaving 2 Gaze, the Prized Amalgam, and the second Ox. Yeah, I like this. Okay, and you're resolved. Five, 4, 4. And I'll have 2 Oxes. And that's it. That's my turn. I have 23 cards left in my deck. And I have 7 plus 6, 13 damage. Remember, I don't play Conflagrate. And I have boarded out 2 copies of Crippin. No, yeah, 2 copies of Crippin Shield I've boarded out. And I haven't done any one yet. So it goes Supreme Verdict. That's okay. And I'm gonna go in Draw Step. Maybe do I want to go a Gaze first? I'm not gonna go in Draw Step. I guess I can go Gaze, but not really because I want to just go Ox. Okay, so I'm gonna go Draw Step. Dredge 3, and I'm gonna go Ox of Agonas. Good, because before you had to keep lands because of Loam, whereas now you don't care about anything anymore. You can just exile all you want. Do I want to dredge or just draw 3? I guess I can just draw 3 for now. And then I can go Lend and another Ox. I guess this is bad. Maybe I shouldn't do another Ox, because I already have like enough things. No, I think another Ox is fine. Not sure though actually, because if they go another Supreme Verdict, no, you know, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna play Stinkweed Imp, and I'll have the Prized Amalgam come into play end of turn, and it's all good. Then I can like cast the Crippin Shield. I don't have to like deck myself, because that's a risk. Adding Ura. 1 chill in the graveyard as well. Okay, yeah. So we ran out of chill. Yeah, it actually comes as a concern, the decking with this deck. You can definitely deck when playing this deck, because if they keep on answering your board turn after turn and you mill, okay, you go Prized Amalgam, sure. They go to 6. I'm casting a Creeping Shield. Alright, and I concede. Cool. The circling burr rights for the alternative win. Alright, we immediately find another opponent. These leagues are going fast. So many people love to play Modern. Amazing. Okay, very good hand. Let's keep. Spirebluff Canal go. Opponent's expecting a conceder end of turn. Or an unholy heat. But little did I know. Little did I know. Wow, they go Urza Saga go. That's scary. Let's go Thrilling Discovery. Yes. Dredge 4. Okay. Yep. Very few Dredger in this list. Very few Dredger in this list. I guess you have Otherworldly Gaze that helps you out. Valakut. Haha. We wanted to get Amuletite in here. That's scary. Should I go Darkblast on my Narcomoeba? Yeah, I probably will. Upkeep Darkblast. Sorry, Narcomoeba. It's not your fault. I can go Ox, but I think I want to go Cathartic Reunion instead of Ox, because if I go Ox, I am exiling the Stinkweed Imp, and this one in hand aren't the best. This one in hand aren't the best dredgers, so I'm gonna go Cathartic instead. And I'm dredging at least 14. Okay, I have 1 Cripping Shield which will trigger 2 Silversmote Ghoul, but I've milled exactly 0 Prized Amalgam in off of my deck, so I don't have a large board state, unfortunately. Let's see if they have a Soga Lantern in their deck. I was really hoping to find some board state, but it wasn't meant to happen. If they have a Soga Lantern, oh, alright, they go a little bigger. They're all about killing me. No. Alright, I can cast I have green mana now. I can cast anything they want. Can Azusa and kill me. I guess Azusa isn't enough on its own. They need like a second amulet. No, that's still not enough. I don't know. We just see what they have. Some people play Explore. Okay, Dryad. I can make an additional land. Unfortunately, I do not have a Conflagrate in my graveyard, nor in my deck. Selesnya Sanctuary. That's gonna come into play on top because of the amulet. Explore with the Yargle. The Yargle Explorer. Still to make a land drop because of the Yargle Explorer. This matchup is really bad, really bad, because they have access to Bajuka Bog with their Tutor Land effect, as well as they have access to Soga Lantern with Urza Saga. As well as having a turn 3 Goldfish Gill. Okay, I can't do much. I'm just drawing, milling, and then I'll go attack with O. They don't block. And then I'll go Ox of Agonas. Discarding my hand. Dredging the world. 5. I don't think I need a Darkblast. I'll just go 5/5. And then F6. have 11 cards in my deck, and now I have a board state that makes me win next turn if they fizzle. Which they might not. The reason why I attack is also because I would have dredged so much that it was very likely for me to hit at least one Creeping Chill, so it was a very free attack. It's their turn 4. Let's see if they kill me. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to kill them on turn 4. It's very much like that, unfortunately. They can go Castle Garenbrig, Primeval Titan. Assume I die if they have Primeval Titan because they get Vesuva, Slayer Stronghold. No, they have Vesuva to copy the Boros Garrison. Slayer Stronghold, give it haste. Burn me with the Valakut in the meanwhile. Get another Valakut. And a fetch land, and that's infinite damage. But maybe they don't have a Titan. It's not that they always have it. They have it. Primeval Titan. Of the Secret Lair. Only famous for having banned Ur in all the formats. The Secret Lair of Primeval Titan was the... They had the ban list in the Secret Lair announcement. Alright, I'm dead here. They go fucking haste. And the Pengu dies. Maybe not. We'll see. How many Creeping Chill have left? 1. So they're on 2 life. They have to make another land drop here. Where's the white mana? For what? Make them do it? Yeah, because I've gained so much life with the Creeping Shield that maybe they don't have an additional Vesuva, or they have a Sunhome Fortress of the Legion. And you burn my Ox of Agonas. Okay. They can get now a Celestia Sanctuary and a Gruul Turf to give double strike to the Titan. We'll see. I mean, as you said, make them do it. They still have to make a land drop. They haven't made a land drop yet. Because they have access to 2 land drop with this. They only made 1. Alright, what land did you get? You got a Valakut and the Celestia Sanctuary. Okay, so they can't get double strike. They can't give double strike. They cannot give double strike. Because they play Sunhome as a second land drop. You're right. They played Sunhome as a second land drop. Okay. So they have made a second land drop. And they return Vesuva. Vesuva is the another land that they returned. So they can do me 9 damage, Vesuva. Interesting. I mean, any land kills me at this point. Because this tramples for 7, and then any land with Valakut kills me at this point. Alright, GG. Abifu wins. Alright, I'm sideboarding in these things. What about Prismatic Ending? Maybe. Maybe I take out the whole life gain plan. Maybe I take out the whole life gain plan. Which might be a little bit clunky. Yeah. Still have to cut 2 cards. Maybe 3 Ancient Grudge is too much. I'll do 3. And then maybe also Prismatic Ending. I'll do 3. Okay, let's go. Leyline of Sanctity is great. I don't think so. I'm keeping the Darkblasts. I don't have enough Dredgers. I've lost so many games because I didn't have enough Dredgers. Like, look, never have Dredgers. I'm not collecting Darkblasts. Okay, let's go Inquisition of Kozilek first. Alright. I'll take the Arbor Grazer. Kind of ashamed that I don't have the one that blows up the Saga, but okay. I'll take the Grazer. Yeah, maybe Leyline is good actually because of Bazooka Bong. Do I go throwing Discovery just for fun? Probably. Discard Ox and Grudge. Draw 3. Damn math. Go. It's not an Amalgam because I don't have Dredgers. I think I have 2 Thoughteize and Inquisition, as well as a functional hand. I think I'm required to keep these kinds of hand. Okay, I drew that. Draw Narcomoeba. I'm gonna play Ancient Grudge as soon as they tutor up something there. I don't think I want to cast Thoughtseize yet. Play Narcomoeba and pass here. And unfortunately, if they get Amulet, they don't give me priority. If they get Soul Day Lantern, they do, though. They get Amulet. Yeah. Maybe I was supposed to play Thoughtseize because I don't know 1 card. But I know 2 Summoners Pact, so this card in makes no sense. Okay, Wisp of Teeth. I still have no priority. Alright, they give me priority now. I'm going to go Begin Combat. And then I'm going to Ancient Grudge this. Okay. That's good. Draw. Okay. I think if they had a 3-drop, they would have casted it. So I think I'm simply going land Amalgam Gaze here. I know it's terrible to like cast those things. Maybe I'm supposed to just go those end flashback, probably. Now that I think about it, oh wow, throw a kind. Sure. They can also summon a spot for endurance. I was like, not now, but I can. Oh, gold only works on your turn? Actually, I bored them all out. I boarded all the life game plan out. Okay, they go see me Growth Chamber. Sure. Your turn, Balakut. Gonna go second main, play Otherworldly Gaze. Okay, Narcomoeba, Gaze, and Vantage. Narcomoeba triggers. I'll leave the Narcomoeba trigger on the stack because I might now mill a Prized Amalgam. Kinda wish I Thoughtseize myself now. Nice, I did mill the Prized Amalgam. Do I want lands? I don't think I want lands. So now the Narcomoeba triggers, and I have a Prized Amalgam in my graveyard, and we're in second main. So I'll get the Amalgam down in there and step. Okay. Now I'll untap. Upkeep, I'll play another Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. The one any of these cards. No, I don't think so. Draw. Okay, that's a Stinkweed Imp. That's good. Okay, now attack with all. And then I can't play Ox of Agonas. Delving away everything but the Prismatic Ending. Okay. Mana base is painful? Yeah, who cares about life total? So I discard my hand and I dredge 5. 5. 4. Narcomoeba comes in and triggers all the Amalgams. And I pass. And they can't pact for endurance because they wouldn't be able to pay the pact. This is called MTG bot. Alright. Opponent, we disrupted their Grazer and Amulet of Vigor, and they really didn't do that much. And hopefully we're gonna die to my Amalgams here. Okay, they transmuted to Lara West. What do you get? Castle Garenbrig. Okay. And they play a Boar Grazer, good draw. And they can play the Semi-Growth Chamber. They can block this and take 3, 6, 9, 12. Ah, they go to 1. So close. I boarded out all my Crippling Chills. So I don't think I can deal 1 damage. Yep, I don't think I can. So I'm just attacking with all. I have 1 Rare of Revelation in my graveyard. And I also have 1, what's it called? I also have 1, come cazzo si chiama? Ancient Grudge. I have a fear that if I pain myself too much, I can die to Valakut if they endurance my Rare Revelation first. If they go Titan next turn, they die. But if they go Amulet plus Titan, I want to have an Ancient Grudge in my graveyard. Which again I did Sideboard in 2 copies of. So yeah, let's. I should go Ox of Agonas here. And ignore the life loss. and just mill as much as I can to find Ancient Grudge and pass with Rare Revelation and Ancient Grudge up. I got 3 cards in my deck, but I don't think it matters. I didn't... so unlucky. There's an Ancient Grudge in my last 3 cards. Alright, I pass. Let's see if they kill me. Thank you, Photo Gaming. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so I picked Go, Amulet of Vigor plus Titan. I die. Probably. Especially because I'm at 6. I was kind of going all in to find that Ancient Grudge, but we'll see. Okay, they start by cleaning my graveyard with Summoner's Pact. I guess I should have tapped the Gemstone Mine instead of the Mana Confluence. Yeah, that was a mistake. Because it would have been a 7 life. Now I die to 2 Valakut trigger if they clean my graveyard with Endurance first. They go drive the Elysian Grove. Interesting. So they play the Dryad. No, what do they do? Teleria West. They play the Dryad, okay. And they play a Semi-Grove Chamber. And they want to burn me. But I'm now playing Rare Revelation on the Dryad. The Valakut doesn't trigger because they don't have mountains. And I hope they die. This is an enchantment. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have Leyline plus Sideboard. It stops both Bazooka Bog, which my opponent hasn't played, but I'm sure they have, and Endurance. It doesn't stop Soulgate Lantern off of Urza's Saga. Maybe that's too much graveyard hate, and they don't have as much graveyard hate. But they for sure must have access to Endurance, because in a deck with Summoner's Pact, it doesn't make any sense not to. Alright, we got this game. Let's go game 3. So I'll have Leyline. I think I want to take out 1 Prismatic Ending. No Valakut resolves on resolution. Triggers on resolution. How do you say? Like, it checks on resolution. On resolution, it checks how many mountains you have. You have none. So even if the trigger's on the stack, it doesn't do any damage. I mean, you just saw it happening here on Magic Online. Magic Online usually works as intended. Sometimes you have bugs, but most of the times it kind of tells you how it works in a proper way. Okay. I think I'm taking out an additional Prismatic Ending. Then that stops Valakut. This end is bad. This end is too bad. Although if I draw a Dredge in the top 2 draws, is a good end. I think I'm keeping it. It's basically a mulligan to 5. But not actually though, because I can't discard these to this. Point of mulligans to 5, speaking of which. They don't need Valakut. No, they don't. It mostly stops Endurance and Bazooka Bog. Valakut is secondary. The fact that Leyline stops Valakut. Again, the problem with Leyline, of course, is that, okay, they start with Urza's Saga and Amulet of Vigor. Okay, that's a good start. We do have the Ancient Grudge. Okay, let's see. Oh wow, a second Saga. Okay. Although me having this this Ancient Grudge might be good enough. I think I want to pass now. Let them resolve the Saga. And actually, it's awkward. It's awkward now because if I let them resolve the Saga, they can get Soga Lantern and exile my Amulet. But at the same time, if I don't, they get a second. No, I think I pass. I think I don't do anything. I let them resolve the Saga, get a second Amulet. They will have a lane coming to play untapped twice, but at least they don't Soga Lantern my Ancient Grudge in the graveyard. That's what I'm doing here. I was hoping they would put the triggers on the opposite way so I would have a window, okay, to kill the Amulet of Vigor before this resolves, but I wasn't able to. I don't think, yeah, they have Primeval Titan Natural, yeah. I was hoping, because if they didn't have Primeval Titan Natural, maybe they would have casted like a Pact, they would have actually lost the game. Because they don't have a, no, maybe, oh yeah, I lose. Yeah, no. Maybe I was still supposed to kill this now and just ignore the fact that I'm putting Soulguy Lanterns away the thing. I guess I was just hoping they didn't have it, but that's okay. They mulligan to 5, they found their combo and they won the game. Good on them. Alright, last match of the league. On the play against Terry. Good morning, Daniel. Alright, opponent Spling Lurs, and we don't have any Dredgers, but I have this Otherworldly Gaze. I'm gonna keep this in. City of Brass Goat. If I killed the Amulet first, they didn't have any mana? Yeah, I know. I was playing around Soulguy Lantern. I didn't have priority to kill the Amulet until the Sanctuary came down. I already walked through all my plays and all my options with my mulligan decisions and play decisions. They might not play out well, but I do have a reason for why I do things. They might not be the right reasons, but I try to explain all my reasoning. Okay. In second main, I'm going to play this because I might find Narcomoeba and Amalgam. It's a very thin thing, but you should do it in the second main phase. I'll find Narcomoeba, Golgari Thug. I don't think I want this land. Narcomoeba comes in. Draw for turn, I dredge 4. Attack and play Threatening Discovery. Hopefully no Spell Pierce. If there's Spell Pierce, pacience. Nice. No Spell Pierce. What do we discard now? I think I want to discard Amalgam and Ghoul, because I already have 2 Imps in my graveyard. So I'm not going to discard the Thug. Should have discarded the Thug. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This way I randomate both the Ghouls and the... Yeah, if I didn't discard it... No, I guess I had other Ghouls. That's okay. I have a 12 power on play on turn 2. Pulling a Splingalurus deck. I should be able to win this game. They will come into play at the end of their turn, because this one come into play at the end of your turn, and this one come into play at the next end step. So the next end step is your opponent's. If you play this deck in paper, you don't put them all into play at the same time. Yeah, at least it draws a land. Yeah, I think that against the Luris deck, they just lose now. Like, this is a fair matchup. I don't think we played enough fair matchups today yet. I only played against Uvu Control and a weird Reanimator deck. And those are your good matchups, the fair matchups. Okay, so now in upkeep, I might play Otherworldly Gaze. Because I didn't find an Ox. Yeah, I'll go Otherworldly Gaze. Okay. I'll put 2 lands in the graveyard and this on top. Draw. Mana Confluence. Play Prismatic Ending on the Shadow. Okay. Bring your Leyline of the Void and Gemstone Cavern. Taking out Gemstone Mine is Spirebluff Canal. What a Prismatic Ending. I think they're good. To take off 5 cards. I don't want to touch the life gain package in this matchup because the Grip and Chill are good at killing your opponent all of a sudden. They actually have to play around it very well. But Otherworldly Gaze looks good in this matchup. I'm on the draw, so I have the Gemstone Caverns. Not so sure about them though. Maybe in this matchup it's not needed. Okay, yeah, it's a cool hand. I have the Enablers here with many lands to cast them, as well as some protection against Olga Lantern, or even Dragon's Rage Channeler on Ragavan if I want. Put them all to 6. No Leyline on my side, but that's still okay. Alright, let's see if this is a Ragavan. It's a Channeler and a Bubble. I think I'm going to exile it. Helps them sculpting their draws. And I do have a second one. Next turn I can go Otherworldly Gaze in upkeep if I want to. That's a good thing with this Prismatic Ending. They aren't like as one-dimensional as the Nature's Claim. Mill 3, draw one better. What card is that? Okay, I'll go Gaze upkeep. Mill. Okay. Top. Okay. Drain you. Draw. Cancel. If a mill 3 card, draw 2. Ooh. They do have the spell bomb. Okay. But Prismatic Ending looks nice here. Do I want to dredge this? I think so. Ooh. I honestly don't want to do anything here. Just play a land and pass. I think my opponent has to crack the spellbomb by themselves. Like, I don't need to force the issue. Like, this isn't a relic. They can just tap this in response to my exile spell. So here, well, they don't have a second land too. I'm really happy I exiled the Channeler there. I'm not playing any spell. I'm just untapping. And if they let me mill 5 with the Stinky Imp, that's great. Narcomoeba triggers and the Prized Amalgam too. Did I crack this Nihil Spellbomb? Wow, they don't. Crazy. They let me have it? And now I have some options. I could just go Stinky Pass. Oh, that's a bad sequencing. Yep, I'll lose my graveyard. Now I can play Stinky. Actually, no attack because I cast it. And pass. Opponent is on 14. I don't necessarily have to attack them, because then I can cast the Shadow, but yeah, Fetchland. Alright, Fetchland's a great draw. Let's see if they have more graveyard hate. Maybe I wasn't supposed to play Stinky. Maybe I was just supposed to play this. Maybe I find like draw spells and I want this to be around. Okay, they fetch. Let's see what they get. They're still not delirious. Channeler. They know I have a Darkblast. I'll play Darkblast. Nice. Thoughtseize will probably take this. In upkeep, I'll play the Gaze. It's an instant. Oh, wow, they took the Gaze? Okay, sure. Still, in upkeep, I'll play the Gaze. See what I find. Crip and Chill, Silversmote Ghoul, Otherworldly Gaze. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do I want to play... Yeah, this pings out 6. Play another Gaze in upkeep. Stinkweed Imp, Silversmote Ghoul. What about the land here? Do I want to draw it? No, graveyard, because I'm dredging 5. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have a Prized Amalgam coming in at the end of my opponent's turn. This matchup seems nice. I guess this is the reason to play Dredge. It's good matchup against the Grixis Shadow. Of course, if you play against Amulet and other combo deck, this deck has a consistency good and pretty easy to disrupt. But if you play against Grixis Shadow, which is a tier 1 of the format, probably this is the way to go.